This is Daniel Hutchins, and today we are going to do another Marvel Insider check-in. Now today's Marvel Insider check-in is the Marvel Insider check-in of 8/14/20. Okay, so I'm still a level elite. I have 108,250 points in X level, and I have 202,250 redeemable points. And the last time I was on was yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna do some activities then. Okay. Let me just readjust myself. I'm laying on my stomach. Alright. Alright. Okay. The cast and showrunners of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. say farewell to the series. To the fans, thanks for joining us on our final mission. Okay. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast and creators say goodbye. Tomorrow, after 7 seasons, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. embarks on its final mission with the 2-hour series finale on ABC. Marvel.com had the opportunity to visit the final days of production to talk to the cast as well as the creators and showrunners of the longest running Marvel television series about what the show has meant to them and their gratitude to the viewers joining them on this wild and crazy ride. Okay. You could watch the heartfelt message above in the video on Marvel.com. And as we take this last trip with our agents, share this with your favorite moment from the 7 seasons. And you can don't miss the 2-hour series finale of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this Wednesday, August 12th, beginning at 9/8 Central on ABC. Now, unfortunately, right now it is actually the 14th, so this finale had already happened. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but yeah, that's just recent news that I've just seen about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series doing the final mission, or the final episode. So now I'm going to do another activity. Alright. I'll find another activity, don't worry. Okay, I found something. Offer Megan Margolis on her grandfather Joe Simon in the new book My Captain America. A personal look into the life and lessons of the legendary Marvel creator. Okay, first appearing in Captain America Comics #1, which is in 1941. The superhero Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, made his first debut thanks to his co-creators Jack Kirby and Joe Simon. While Simon's career and contributions to the comic book industry may be well known, it's his granddaughter that helps us see him in a new light. As a grandparent in My Captain America, a granddaughter's memoir of a legendary comic book artist published by Pegasus Books. Okay. We spoke to her about a memoir, the relationship she had with her grandfather, and what she would like fans to know about both him and her book. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about your moment or your memoir, My Captain America. I always wanted to be a writer. There was never a question in mind about that, but things got in the way, like having to pay rent and pay off college loans. It wasn't until I became a stay-at-home mom that I had more opportunities or maybe more discipline to set aside time for my writing. I was always interested in writing about my New York City childhood, and my grandfather was such an integral part of my upbringing. I grew up 40 blocks north of his apartment. I think I needed some time, though some distance from when I lost him, to be able to fully explore what he meant to me. He died in 2011, and it wasn't until 2017 that I started to delve into it. The book explores themes of love and loss, maybe a love that isn't talked about as much as other familial bonds. It's about carrying someone who you love and lost in your life as life continues on. I'm very fortunate that Daddy Joe co-created such an iconic popular character like Captain America. There are reminders of him everywhere. What inspired you the most to write this memoir about your grandfather, affectionately referred to as Daddy Joe in your book? Well, the book is a tribute to him and the 30 plus years I had with him. It's also a way for me to shout from the rooftops about all his accomplishments, all of his contributions to the comic book world that maybe not everyone knows about. It's amazing how much the comic book industry has grown, but I think it's important to remember and pay tribute to the founding fathers of Marvel. Can you talk about which aspects or time periods of your and Joe's life that you focus on throughout the book? Well, the first chapter introduces both his upbringing in Rochester, New York, starting in 1913, and my childhood in New York City beginning in 1981. The main thread of this book is my coming-of-age story and relationship with Daddy Joe, but there are flashes back to his life and career, most importantly the early years of his career, connecting with Jack Kirby and co-creating Captain America and other romance comics. Okay. What was your relationship like? Did you chat with him about comics? He was such a confident presence to me. I felt at peace in his apartment and loved watching him draw. He used to get boxes of comic books from publishers, and I would sort through them and pull out all the Archie comics. I don't think he ever felt slighted. I also tried to sell them at school for $1. He got a kick out of that. I'm so happy he lived long enough to see the first Captain America movie. He was totally blown away and very excited. Okay. What are some of the life lessons you learned from him? He wasn't the type to give heartfelt life advice, aside from the occasional don't take shit from anyone, but I learned a lot just by being his granddaughter. And watching him work, I learned the importance of taking your artistic work seriously, and take pride in it. Being an artist in any form is often seen as an extracurricular of sorts, simply a hobby. It was amazing to have a successful artist in the family. Since Joe was an artist, writer, editor, publisher, etc., and considered a new and established writer herself, with essays appearing in the Washington Post, New York Magazine, Wednesday, was there any advice he gave to you about being part of your publishing industry? Although my writing career didn't really begin until after he died, he knew that I wanted to write and edit. He let me take the role of contributing editor when he was writing his memoir. My life in comics, it was exciting for me to be involved in the process. But it was also a great way to learn more about his life and career. His editor at Titan Books was very kind to let me join in on the fun. I'm sure some of the edit suggestions back then were cringeworthy. I was just getting my feet wet. What would you like fans of Joe to know about this book? Most importantly, I want to just say thank you to his fans and to those who keep his memory alive. My family is so grateful to anyone who knows the importance of his work and who helps to spread the word about his accomplishments. He was our superhero, and we carry that pride with us wherever we go. I also want to tell his fans to share the book with their non-comic book loving friends. We tend to forget that creators of comic books are artists who led complicated, beautiful lives that are worth sharing. Their stories touch our universal themes of love and loss that everyone can relate with. There you go, guys. That's just a little bit of information about a book that just came out from Joe Simon's granddaughter. So, Joe Simon actually had a granddaughter who ended up just writing a book about Captain America. So, okay, so I know I sounded kind of monotone, and I felt kind of bored when I was reading through this article, but nonetheless, I'm going to do one more activity. I'm just not awake right now because, like I said, I was taking a nap. So, yeah, sorry about that. I gotta find one more activity. Hold on. Hopefully I find something shorter. Something that's not as long. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is some news that I just found that's on August 10th. It says, why Franklin Richards should join the X-Men. Now, if you guys don't know who Franklin Richards is, then you're really stupid, because Franklin Richards is basically the son of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman. So, I'm sorry if I had to be hard ass about that, but like I said, sorry if I got off topic. Okay, so why Franklin Richards should join the X-Men. Okay. Franklin Richards is a mutant a powerful one. And at the start of X-Men Fantastic Four 2020 and number 1, he's a young teen being jostled between his birthright and the world's most famous superhero family. The son of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, Franklin's latent reality warping abilities were teased as far back as Fantastic Four 1961, number 130, but it took until Fantastic Four number 238 to officially confirm his mutant status. While Franklin's family was often adventured through dimensions of time and space, his own parents have struggled to cope with their son's unlimited psychic power. Now on Marvel Unlimited, the first issue of X-Men Fantastic Four Limited Series, starring an aged-up Franklin now in control of his own destiny, or at least believing he is, Franklin is offered the opportunity to leave behind his family for the X-Men's promised future on Krakoa, the island nation state now home to all of mutant kind. With their own government, their own commerce, and their own leverage over key aspects of human society, Krakoa is a paradisial haven for anyone with the X gene, and wholly separate from the human world. For an Omega-level mutant like Franklin, Krakoa also seems like the only place on Earth where he can achieve with his full potential. Okay. For any parent whose child is ready to fly the coop, letting go is far from easy. But the Fantastic Four are in a particular bind. Mumankind's place in the world still has untold ramifications on all of humanity, and Charles Xavier and Magneto are adamant to make an offer the family can't refuse. While we can make a compelling argument for both sides, ultimately it falls to us. Should Franklin Richards join the X-Men and leave the Fantastic Four? Yes and no, and here is why. Now here are the pros. Mutants or immortal? Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Next, mutants are connected. Next, Krakoan community. Now, I'm not diving into specifics, so if you go to Marvel.com and read that shit yourself, you'd be able to kind of figure out those reasons. Because this article is very long. No parents. Their nightlife. And now for the cons. Professor X is pushy. Very pushy. There's no place like home. Now you've heard that saying from the Wizard of Oz. The X-Men aren't family. Krakoa is a target. And then it also dives into what the books are that are new on Marvel Unlimited on August 10th. So there you go, guys. That's just a little bit of information I wanted to share to you about why Franklin Richards should join the X-Men. So, sorry if I got a little bit off topic at the end of this video, but again, I'm just feeling a little bit annoyed right now. And like I said, hopefully I'll feel better, and hopefully I'll feel better once I rest tonight. So, I'm also kind of really been cranky lately. I've been really cranky, so I apologize about that. And I'm probably gonna do another Marvel Insider check-in probably on Sunday, and then on Monday I'm probably gonna do some Cinema Blend. So yeah, those are just kind of just my thoughts about what I'm gonna be doing for my next videos. I'll do another Marvel Insider check-in on Sunday, and I'll do some Cinema Blend on Monday. But like I said, changes could happen, so I'm not just saying that just to say it. I'm saying it because those are things that I feel like that are at least on my agenda right now. So, long story short, guys, 21 minutes in this video. I feel tired as fuck, and even though I took a nap, and even though I skipped class, even though my classes didn't have anything to do, I just wanted just to tell you just some things that were going on as far as what I'm going to be doing for my next videos, and then also, of course, most important of all, I did a Marvel Insider check-in. So, if you like this content, make sure you hit a thumbs up. If you don't, that's okay. I understand. And then we can move on from it. So then, alright, so please subscribe to my channel, and you guys have a nice night. Bye.